think that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins, won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it. I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. Coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, ooh, I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
I take shots to the top, I'll get it. I got one life, I'ma do all the winning.
gonna look back, cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change, slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, cause that's what it takes.
There we are. One of these days, I'm going to get that transition from the video to us correct, Mediocre. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about
Happy
you?
Tuesday, everybody.
Happy
February
Tuesday.
11th, I saw people in the chat already asking, when is Aspen earnings? From what I understand, Aspen is announcing Wednesday, tomorrow, after the market closes, and then Thursday morning pre-market is the investors' call, which is kind of an odd way to do it, but that's what I understand, and I have a live stream set up if you guys want to listen into that earnings call on Thursday morning. Mediocre, are you looking forward to that one?
I am. Absolutely, I am.
Let me get the chat up on the screen here.
I've been playing Aspen for over a month, Tony. I like it. I like it.
Can you scoot to your left
see.
just a little bit?
Yeah, here.
Get everybody perfectly centered. There we go. Looking good. Anya, how you doing? AMC, Kitty Cowboy, Tito, Chico. Who else we got in here? Anya, good evening. Dink, what's up? I thought I saw Sparky in here earlier. Was that my imagination? There he is. What's up, Sparky? Anya says you were very clear about the Aspen dates and times. I just got it all clear. Yeah, it is confusing. And then the following week, I have some live streams set up. If you guys are following the movie industry, we have, I think on the 19th, Cinemark and IMAX. And then, of course, AMC will be, what is that? The following week on the 25th. We did get a report today from a Canadian company called Cineplex, I think is the name of it. It's not a company that I've been actively following, but I'm going to spend a little more time digging into them just because they report earlier than everybody else, and they are the largest exhibitor in Canada. But the other interesting thing about them is I don't know if you saw my post on this or not, Mediocre. They have another set of locations that are just leisure and entertainment, like bowling and the jungle gym things for the kids. It's an entertainment center, not a movie theater. So that's one of their verticals. And then their other one is digital media. And it looks like, from what I had time to read today, they set up screens and the service for retail stores, restaurants, anything that does digital advertising. Like you go in a restaurant and they got their whole menu up on screens, something like that, which is another interesting niche for an exhibitor company. And what I don't know, because I ran out of time today, is what percentage of their revenues come from each vertical. But they have They have,
Yeah.
151 movie theaters in Canada, which is probably going to be their largest revenue driver, I would think. Anya says, mediocre, do you live near Aspen headquarters? Yeah, you should go do a drive-by, mediocre.
I don't know. I don't think I live too close, Tony.
What's up, Sparky? Sparky and I were having a heated discussion earlier today about reverse repo, mediocre.
Oh boy.
Somebody pointed out, I think maybe it was Sparky pointed out to me a video today that just sent me over the edge, mediocre. I try and not weigh in on certain topics in public. I'll bitch to you about it.
I've been quiet lately. I don't know, man.
But there's just certain things I don't want to dig into on social media because it's just not worth my time and the bickering and the arguing. But boy, oh boy, this guy had a whole new twist, mediocre. He said that those shorts and those bad actors been trying to get the reverse repo over 100 billion and they just can't do it because they're running out of liquidity or some nonsense like that. Like completely misunderstanding the whole point of the reverse repo facility and then making a video about it and misleading thousands of people because he wants to drive home this narrative, no matter what he has to say, that the liquidity's running thin. The MOAS is tomorrow, mediocre.
That's why I kind of stopped talking about it, Tony. Honestly, I mean, I'll do videos, but if I do videos about it, you guys are going to get mad at me for bashing it. I mean, and I'm not
There's no
trying to
winning.
bash it.
There's
right?
no winning with these people, right, mediocre?
I don't talk about it because there's nothing bullish to talk about. Let me just
Well,
say that.
besides that, no matter what you say, half the audience is going to be mad with you.
Exactly.
Why don't you believe what he said about reverse repos? Or even if he's wrong, why are you talking about him? I don't. You guys how many years do you want bad info?
I wish you guys understood how much money I make not being in AMC. I wish you knew. I really, really do.
I wish they knew too, mediocre. What's up, Sufyan?
Oh, God. If you don't believe me, ask Sufyan. He knows.
Oh, man. Let's see. Let's bring up some charts here if we can. If I can share screen. We'll talk about some stocks, mediocre. Hey, where'd we go?
What do you want to talk about? Let's hear it.
I want to let's get rid of the chat here for a minute. All right, let's talk about Aspen. I made a video about this weekend. Then we'll talk about the meme stocks real quick, and then whatever else anybody wants to talk about, we'll touch on crypto real quick. ASPN recent high. When did we start? No, we started talking about it. I think we started talking about it in early December before this run up right here, mediocre.
Around $14 when we started talking.
Yeah. Recent high in August of 2024, $33. We traded it here, then it dropped and people repositioned. Some just held and are waiting for it to come back up. But more interesting since this weekend is this nice little run up from 1130 up to 1270 today. I know we have people running the wheel on this in the Discord. Mediocre, what strikes? You talked to a lot more people than I did today. What strikes are people working on this thing? Some were selling puts, some were selling covered calls.
I mean, there's a lot of people doing both, right? They're just playing the middle, and doing well,
High IV stock.
Somebody was assigned the shares on Friday at 11:50 and then turn around and sold 11:50 calls for a massive profit. Good job. You know who you are. Everybody's you got people just selling calls and puts on it at the same time. And they're very comfortable with the stock at the moment because of, you know, you got earnings right here and what the company actually does, right? Like if you did your research on the company, they do a lot with LNG, insulation for liquid natural gas, and they also do stuff with EV battery stuff with car manufacturers, insulation for that as well. But the main part of their business, I believe, is the liquid natural gas insulation, piping insulation, stuff like that.
Look at this IV on the options chain, Mediocre.
I know it's crazy.
I know everybody has a different portfolio size, but and I was having a long conversation this weekend in the Discord with Kitty Cowboy there in the chat about, how do you find which stocks to run the wheel on? Well, I gave him some tools to use on his own, but also use us in the Discord as a resource. We're constantly looking for new ones and kind of planning those out over the weekend. But then the second point of conversation came up. Okay, once you find the stock, how do you know what strike price to target for selling cash secured puts, or if you own the stock, selling covered calls? And that is a little bit longer discussion. Maybe we'll do that one on a different day and get Rolf in here too, and just have a good discussion about that, because it is a great question. And I told Kitty Cowboy that, but there's so many layers to the answer.
Yeah, it's like an onion. I run a scanner, but you have to enter data into the scanner to tell what you want. So, what are you looking for? For me, I look for profitable companies because I'm not trying to really lose my money. And a lot of profitable companies don't have high volatility options plays.
Right.
So you have to. I search for that type of criteria, which is very difficult, but Aspen ended up showing up on one of these. And
then once we identify a handful, it's usually only a handful per week. Then we toss them around with our more senior traders, and we kind of put heads together and try and figure out which is the safest of these plays. Would you say that's a fair summary, Mediocre?
I agree. That's pretty much what we do.
But the real layers that I was talking about that come in is, how do you choose the strike price? And I really think that's a separate conversation, because it depends if your strike price you pick might depend on your own risk tolerance, might depend on your portfolio size. It might depend if you already own the shares or not. It might depend on what your cost basis is if you own the shares. And then it depends on what your parameters of where you think the stock could run to or fall to. And even amongst our more senior guys, we might have different opinions on that. And we might be executing trades at different strike prices because we're all different.
A lot of people ask me, like, where do I think Aspen's going to go this week? I got no idea. I mean, I don't really think it drops too much more from where we're at. I think it's going to have a positive earnings, but we need to see what the forward guidance is on it, right? That's what matters. So, I mean, it has analyst price targets of $18 to $20. So, I mean, it could easily start going back that way. But will it? I don't know. But I like to. So that's what I do. So right now I'm selling calls. So I like to sell above my strike price where it can gain a profit. I want some price appreciation on the stock.
Just for people that are dropping in, I know we have a lot of meme stock traders, and there are opportunities where there's high volatility in those. And hopefully some of you guys are running the wheel on that. There are some times where there's no volatility, like on AMC recently, or it's just going down, 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 down. And you don't want to be trying to trade options into a falling knife scenario. But when we're looking for stocks like these, Mediocre, our top people that that I hear that are trading this are making over $10,000 per week just trading options on this thing, selling options?
I mean, some of them.
Yeah, I just mentioned that not to brag on anybody, but to let you guys know what opportunities you're missing. What opportunities you're missing if you're listening to people tell you, don't ever look at options. It is risky, and you should know what you're doing before you start doing it. And you should have a coach or have a group that you trust. But if you're just sitting on the sidelines holding stocks and doing nothing, you're literally leaving potentially hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of dollars on the sideline just because you don't want to take the time to educate yourself and maybe learn something uncomfortable, learn something new.
I mean, a lot of the chat, you guys know, like how long did we talk about Lunar? That was a very successful trade. I hope everybody in the Discord that follows us made money on Lunar. Like, there's almost no reason why you shouldn't have made money on Lunar.
All right, let's look at some meme stocks. Just so to close up with Aspen, I had one other thought. Earnings are Wednesday. Aftermarket close. Earnings call is on Thursday. The two things that I want to hear from Aspen is what is the status of their DOE loan? I'm hoping management has some update on that. And then what is the outlook for the next 12 months between the oil business and the EV business, which is a smaller part of their revenues? That will really tell us what direction this stock goes after Wednesday, Thursday. But like Mediocre, I can't tell you exactly what it's going to do. But it's not a horrible company.
What I like is I like a lot of volatility in options, but not a lot of movement in stock price, because that allows me to capitalize even more.
And that may all fade out after this week, and we may move on to a new ticker for wheel strategy. We might still play some long shares on Aspen, but we may move on to a different ticker.
Depends where we close on Friday.
Yep. Let's see. Let's talk about HE real quick. Mediocre. I haven't read the news, but there was
I sold it a little too early.
There was some Supreme Court news, and then it ran up, and it's already tracing back down. I did not trade that, but that would have been a good little bump from $9 almost to $11.
$8.88. I think I had dollar cost average on that. I think I sold it at like $9.60 though. I lost out on 40 cents, which kills me, but whatever.
Anya says
Profitable.
on Aspen, do you have any idea percentage-wise other things they insulate? Mediocre, do you know the answer to that? I don't off the top of my head.
I don't. Mainly they're in the oil and gas industry.
Yeah, EV is not their main business, Anya, but it's one they're trying to grow.
Yes.
That second plant that they're wanting to build, if I recall correctly what I read, the one in Georgia is going to be for building out the EV segment of the business. Does that sound right to you, Mediocre? Do you remember?
I just know there's a Georgia plant that they're working on. I don't know what the purpose is. I don't remember that details.
All right. Let's look at some meme stocks real quick. AMC had a nice run up today. It's been moving up for a few days from 295 up to 350 or so today. We're halfway through Q1. What is the box office looking like right now? Q1 box office. We're just going to spend a couple minutes on AMC. Not much to say until the 25th, but 682 million. We're halfway through the quarter. We got Captain America coming up, and I still think my number for this quarter is around 1.8 billion, which will be a money losing quarter for AMC. So even though it had this nice little run up, the risks that are keeping me out of the play right now have not changed. So I have not bought any AMC, waiting to hear more for management. But if you bought in down cheap here and were able to trade into this, or maybe it runs for a few more days, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking mediocre when I see this kind of price action and this big push up today. My first thought was maybe whatever dilution was going on relative to that forward contract might finally be done. Look at this.
You don't think it
Just
was shorts covering, Tony?
no.
Cover or close?
Mediocre, I've talked to a lot of brokers. I don't short, but I bet people who short, when they call to close out their trade, the broker does not ask them, now, would you like to cover or close today, sir? I'm pretty sure that's not on the list of questions.
No.
It's the same damn thing. One more fairy tale pushed out by grifters. Close versus cover. Bunch of nonsense. So that's my thoughts on AMC. Maybe the dilution related to the forward contract is complete. We'll know more in the next couple days. And I'm probably not going to talk about AMC until the 25th, although there is a lawsuit going on. You guys may or may not recall that some of the lien holders are suing the company. And I posted about this in the Discord over the weekend. Key dates coming up. February 18th. Defendants, which is AMC, shall file any replies in further support of a motion to, the lien holders shall file any opposition to a motion to dismiss. So AMC filed a motion to dismiss. The plaintiffs have till the 18th of this month to file their opposition. Then AMC will have till the 28th of March to file their reply. And then the return date for such motions shall be April 2nd. So sometime between March 28th and April 2nd, maybe we'll get an update on this lawsuit. But that is although it's a small risk, that is a risk that is hanging out there over everybody's head if it doesn't get dismissed or settled. And even if it does get settled, what's going to be the terms of the settlement, and how does that affect all the debt holders and by extension all of the shareholders?
Tony,
I don't know the answers to those questions.
All we need, Tony, is a run to 566. Don't worry about it.
Get out of here. What's up? He says Peter Hahn.
You gotta believe, Tony.
Predicted this could be the start of a squeeze. Ken Griffin is easing the shorting. I mean, maybe. I hope so for everybody. All right. That's not my take on it, Sufyan. That's all I'm going to say. GameStop has had a good run. Let's see what happened. Oh, Ryan Cohen took another photo with somebody mediocre. He took a photo with Michael Saylor and posted it over the weekend. That was a good for, what is that? $3.30 run in 2 days on GameStop. Can you imagine, mediocre, where your thesis on your investment is I need a photo posted, I need a tweet, or what's the other thing? What's the other thing that can make GameStop run? A tweet from somebody, a photo, an emoji timeline.
Maybe, Tony.
Huh?
Maybe GameStop's going to be a Bitcoin ETF.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. What else you got, Sparky? What else could make GameStop run? I just would be scared to death where I'm holding a $27 stock with a book value of $12. Basically no earnings. And my whole thesis is I need a tweet. I need a tweet or else. Please, Ryan, don't sell. You filed moving all your shares into your personal name. Please, no whammies, Ryan. Please don't let it be that you're going to sell. I'd be scared to death. But all that being said, if you've been following me, you guys know that despite all those worries, I like the chart so much down here, mediocre, that I bought
apes aren't scared of nothing, Tony.
I bought GameStop at the end of the day on Friday at like 24, and what do we get? What do we get down in here? Someone tell me. I posted it in the VIP. It was like 24.40. I bought it at mediocre, something stupid low like that. Because I like the chart, not because I like the valuation. And sure enough, we got a nice little run. We'll see what happens. It's certainly not financial advice because this puppy is overvalued until we get more news on earnings. I don't care how much cash is on the balance sheet, mediocre. These guys selling people bowls full of hooey, telling them the cash on the balance sheet matters. Oh, man. What else we got here? Other meme stocks. So let's look at Tesla. Tesla, my Nesla. Oh, my word.
Ouch.
Oh, my word. Now, if you guys know me, I've been waiting for a pullback in Tesla. So this is pretty exciting to me, mediocre. The more red I see on there, the more excited I get, buddy, because I'm just itching to go back in. We got the 200 down here all the way at 269. Now, I ain't calling a drop all the way down to 269, but
I'd buy it there if it did.
yeah, that'd be a grand entry for me. I tell you what. Do you think that, I know there's news that's driving Tesla related to Trump, but mediocre, do you think that Elon working as co-president is pissing some people off?
Co-president.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I love how they say that.
Yeah, they can't wait to work that in. Our co-president, Elon. What about our co-president, Anthony Fauci? He was making a lot of policy, mediocre.
Yeah. And Janet Yellen, can't leave her out. She was a co-president. What else you got? There's a bunch of them. Jill was a co-president.
She was the co-president that never got mentioned, mediocre.
I know it.
As soon as he went down for his nap around 2 p.m., Jill was, she was in charge. Till he woke up the next day around 9 a.m.
Oh, man. It's funny.
Mike, what's up? Owning the Float says Tesla under 300 soon. I hope so, Mike. I mean, not if you're long Tesla, God bless you, but I'm trying to get me a buyback in there for the next run up. I think mediocre that he's angering some customers and maybe some powers that be that are pushing his stock down.
That's what I think. That's why I don't know how long it'll hold down here. I mean, it's dangerous to do that unless you own the shares at the top, right? Then just sell off. Well,
if you own them up here, if you were buying up here, you're in trouble. But if if you're a long time hodler of Tesla, this is nothing.
If you were, owned them up there and you were profitable, you could easily just sell them because you didn't like what's going on with the whole thing. I mean, I don't know, but that's the thing. Is like I don't let the political stuff get involved in my trading. It's not worth it. Yeah, exactly. NVIDIA, anything interesting here? 153 down to 132, not much. So let's look at SMCI real quick. Did they finally release their earnings? They did. 40 billion fiscal year 2026 revenue. This company had been delinquent on reporting any earnings for a while. And what did it do today? All over the place. I'm not in this stock. I know it has been popular amongst a lot of folks. I don't have much to say on it because I'm not actively following it. MSTR has been another bit of a meme stonk. 543 down to 319. And let's pivot off of that and look over at Bitcoin. We got people doing okay in MSTR though, Tony.
You still, people that are still in it?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I need to check in and find out who those people are. 109 high on Bitcoin, currently trading at 95. They're trying to do a little consolidating here.
They're still profitable on MSTR, believe it or not.
Good. I bet the crypto cowboy's still profitable on it too, mediocre. I need to get an update from him. He was making What did I tell you? $30,000 selling covered calls on that thing?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
The implied volatility in the option chain over there is, I love it, but I don't like the stock price is my problem.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's one of the things I look for. It's math, right? It's about percentage gain. If I spend less and get the same percentage gain, I'm good. That's more money for me.
Augustine Perales? What's up? He says, I was looking at GME weekly RSI and it looks like RK. That's how he is playing GME from his comeback on Twitter. Let's put up the RSI here and just take a look. The RSI had been low. I wasn't looking at the RSI. I was just looking at the chart itself. RSI is, sorry, I was getting confused. I was about to say I don't use RSI, but what I really meant to say was I don't use OBV. RSI is a valuable tool. And yeah, with a low RSI and the stock hitting these
What was
lows,
it at before it went up?
What
was the RSI at?
27.
Yeah, that's over.
That's exactly where I bought at the, down here on this low RSI, low chart. Now, I do have some hedging in place in case the stock takes a nosedive after earnings, but earnings is going to be another month out still. So I am long, but I have downside protection just in case shit. Mediocre, I was listening to our boy Camelot, and he was reading from Reddit about the GameStop employees are mad. They're mad about a lot of things, Mediocre. They're not being treated well, they say, at least the ones posted on Reddit. And some of the ones that got fired that were apparently promised a severance package got no communication from the company till the end of January about their severance, even though they were laid off in the beginning of January. And I'm just wondering, Camelot was saying maybe GameStop's doing that to avoid paying them. I had a different thought, Mediocre. Maybe they were doing it to not burn cash before the end of their quarter closes out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you can delay all those paying out that severance till the next quarter, till February, maybe that makes your books look a little bit better. Although maybe you probably got to book it as a liability, but you didn't have to spend the cash. I don't know. They don't even have a CFO over there, Mediocre. Who's driving this boat? Who's making sure all this stuff gets done on time? Where's the accountability, Mediocre?
Where's the Capitan?
He's taking pictures with Michael Saylor. And Saudi princes. Sufyan says it doesn't matter. Severance would still need to be accrued in the financial statements. Did I cover my base, Sufyan, when I said it would be accrued in a liability account? I hear you. If they know they got to pay it, they got to accrue it, right? All right. What other tickers you got, Mediocre? Oh, before we move on to yours, can I just slip one more in here? A train wreck.
Yeah.
GNS. Genius Group. Roger Hamilton. Roger Dodger. The hero of the retail community.
Don't they have the lawyer there presenting them going for the naked short selling stuff?
Yeah. Remember back in 2023, this stock went from 259. This is after reverse split. So these numbers aren't real, to $72, Mediocre, because he said he was hiring Share Intel and West Christian, and he was going to get on
West Christian, that's the guy.
naked short sellers.
How did it go?
It went, let me tell you how it went, Mediocre. It went from $72 to 32 cents.
Yeah, but West How's Wes Christian's case going?
I mean, he hired Wes Christian, he hired Share Intel, he started a group of CEOs that are all about naked shorts. He's been an advocate on social media. He is a retail shareholder's dream CEO, mediocre. Yet somehow this stock has fallen from $72 to 32 cents. How is that possible? I'm just pointing this out because
Are they profitable, Tony?
no, they're not profitable. It's the same, people want to say, why won't Adam Aaron talk about naked shorts? Well, this guy's been talking about them for nigh into 2 years, nonstop.
What products do they sell, Tony?
They sell online training for a loss. Mediocre. The point is, you can talk about naked shorts all you want. If your books are a mess, if your fundamentals are trash, if you're losing money, if you're diluting the fuck out of your shareholders, your stock is going to tank. So all this focus on naked shorts is gabagool, mediocre. It's gobbledygook. It's a fugazi. Because this guy's been one of the most vocal, and it has not helped his shareholders one damn bit. Nobody complaining about this stock, though, mediocre. Nobody complaining about GNS. Not one person complaining about Mullen, the true king of dilution. This stock has traded from $2.7 million down to 25 cents, mediocre. Where's all the people mad at Adam Aaron? I don't see them complaining about, what's his name? David Michery. Where's the complainers about David Michery? Not one. In fact, some of the people complaining about Adam Aaron are pushing Mullen stock as a good trade, mediocre. Can you believe that shit? I don't get it. But getting back to GNS, and then I'm going to let you talk for a while, mediocre. They issued on January 31st what is called a rights offering. Rights offering, where for every share that you own, they're going to give you the right to buy another share. Why are they doing that? It's a alternative to an at-the-market offering, an ATM, a normal dilution. It's a way for a company to raise money. But instead of putting the shares out to the open market to raise money, they give all these shareholders the chance to buy the shares. So
it's what the AMC shareholders been asking for.
That's what the popcorn people wanted from Adam Aaron. But let me tell you how it's going, mediocre. When he announced this stock was trading at 70 cents. It's trading at 32 now. So 32 cents. It's fallen 50%. Was this rights offering any different than what AMC ever did?
How come the shareholders aren't buying it at 70 cents?
The rights offering gives them the right to buy it at 50 cents, mediocre. But the problem is the stock's trading at 32. So why would you exercise that right?
Oh no, I agree with you, Tony. I'm just asking, right? They wanted the rights offering. What did they think was going to happen?
I don't know. I mean, these people that I think they don't really understand what a rights offering is. They don't grasp the concept that it's still dilution.
All I'm saying is these shareholders, if they think it's worth 50 cents or $5, they can pay that for the share if they want to.
They could. If
you don't have to buy it for 32 cents. You could buy it for $5, $9, $10, whatever you want to buy it for. They'll sell it to you for that price.
I mean, if you exercise your right now and you want to help out the company, you're basically donating 18 cents a share.
That's
directly into the CEO's pocket.
That's why I use dollar values.
Mediocre, do you think if Adam Aaron was doing that, people would say he was ripping them off? If he did a rights offering for $5 and the stock was trading at $3.30?
I won't touch it with a 10-foot pole right now.
Right. I mean, who would pay $5 for a stock trading at $3.30? I'd just go buy it at $3.30. I just don't understand how people don't get this stuff. No one in their right mind is going to overpay for something. And if you tell me that you would, I'd say you got some screws loose up in the head, my friends. Why would you do that? You're what, gonna book an automatic 20% loss on your shares the day you buy them? Ding
Exactly.
dong, doesn't make sense.
I'm in the market to make money, not give money away.
Mediocre. What if Roger Hamilton said, all right, this isn't working out. So what we're going to do, mediocre, we're going to sell you 4 credit hours at our online university. Now, normally those credit hours go for $50 a share. So that would be 200 bucks.
I mean, it's hard for me to say. I don't even know what they're selling.
But let me finish my scenario, and I'm going to bring it home to AMC. Normally that would run you 200 bucks for 4 credit hours, but we need to raise money. So because I know you guys love us so much and you want to help us out and you don't want us to dilute or go into debt, we're going to sell you those $200 worth of hours for 2,000 bucks. Consider it a donation. How many people do you think would overpay 10x for that, mediocre?
None.
None. But you know what the AMC people, the Project Popcorn folks say? Oh, if Adam Aaron would have only sold us a silver doubloon, 1 ounce of silver for $1,000, I would have bought it. You're an idiot. You would have not. You're not going to buy no $30 worth of silver for 1,000 bucks. That's just you're getting on your little soapbox and you're saying nonsense that you never would have done. And if you encouraged anybody to do that, I would have slapped you. And then I would have slapped the person that listened to you. That's just dumb. You don't give away money like that. I don't care how much you like a company. I don't care how much you hate dilution.
I mean, I like AMC. I hope they survive, everybody, but I'm not invested in it. And until we get past the situation they're currently in, I won't be invested in it. That's the truth. And why we keep having to talk about this stuff drives me nuts.
Because people are still invested, mediocre, and they still need help. And there's still a lot of bad info. That's why I keep talking about it. And one day,
They
hopefully
don't
one
even
day
listen to
soon,
me.
there'll
They
be a
don't
good,
follow me, Tony. They don't none of that.
maybe there'll be a good trading opportunity come up on it soon. But I'm not in
They
it
don't
right
care.
now either.
Go to my Twitter right now and look at my post about how much money I made in 2024. Go look at the posts that I put and show my trade.
Wait, mediocre. Wait. Are you telling me that 150% annual yield you made in 2024 was not from AMC?
Well,
But
some of that was from AMC. I did trade AMC in 2024, and I did make money on AMC in 2024. But did the average retail investor on AMC make money? Probably
no,
not.
because they're not willing to sell, mediocre.
Exactly.
They're scared to buy at the bottom and they're scared to sell on run-ups. And that's 2 strikes against you if that's you. Someone asked about Costco. We love Costco. I mean, this, no matter how you look at it, this is our ideal chart. I tell guys in the Discord all the time, you want to find a company that is doing nothing but going up. Go look at their revenue. I want you to find companies that have nothing but increasing revenues. Look at their net income. Look for companies with nothing but growing net income. Look for a strong balance sheet. I mean, what is bad to say about Costco? At some point, they'll reach growth saturation on their footprint. I haven't looked into it enough to see how close they are to that, but yeah, I mean, these are the model of the companies that should be the foundation of your portfolio.
Well, let me look at this thing. Hang on.
All right, Anya says, look at Way. Is that Wayfair? Oh, Waystar. Wow, what do we got here, Anya? 20 bucks up to 42. I have not looked at this ticker before. Healthcare provides healthcare organizations with mission critical cloud software. Well, it's in the right spot, Anya. I will talk. I have friends and family in the business, Anya, doctors, and even I have some private equity guys that are clients of mine in my other businesses, not private equity, not stock shorters, right? I have a feeling you guys don't understand what private equity is. Some of y'all, especially GameStop YouTubers. Private equity looks to go out and buy private clinics and consolidate them and then make them more profitable and then take them public. That's the type of private equity guys I'm talking about, not shorting people. I'll talk to my contacts, Anya, and see if they know anything about this company. I don't know anything about it. I like the chart, but I haven't looked at the financials either. What do we got? 7-8 months of beautiful performance here. Hang on one second. I think the wife is locked out, mediocre. I'll be right back. Can you handle it for a second?
Yeah, I'm flipping through my notes here, looking for that.
I'm going to put the chat up on the screen.
Go for it. I'm looking for a ticker. There it is. Oh, that's why I put the wrong. All right. I'm going to have Tony bring this ticker up for everybody. Something we're looking at. Let me make sure it's this one real quick. And I'll read some chat. No. That's not the one. Where did I put you? Notes, people, notes. No.
All right, I'm back, mediocre.
What was that ticker, Tony? Rolf gave me the other day to look at. I don't know where I wrote it down.
I don't know.
It was the Tesla one.
Oh, TSLY.
Is that it? TSLA. I'm on that one.
Yield Max Tesla Option Income ETF. $11. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was TSLY.
All right, but something to do with dividends on this stock.
Investment seeks current income. Secondary objective is to seek exposure to the share price of the common stock of Tesla. So what we were chatting about very briefly, Mediocre and I haven't talked at length about this, and I haven't talked to Rolf about it. But if you're wanting to maybe mimic Tesla and you're not trying to spend $300, $400, $500 a share, TSLY might be one for you guys to look into.
All right, Tony, go to NASDAQ and pull up TSLY dividend history real quick. If you don't mind. So you can share
I should be able to pull it up here on the income or cash flow. No.
I'm still looking into this.
Looks like there is a dividend history on it, Mediocre.
Yeah, what's it, 71 cents?
Yep.
So the reason why we're interested in this, we're looking at it, is number one, it kind of tracks Tesla. Number two, it pays monthly dividends. And they've been 50 cents or more for a long period of time. So if you own a share at $11, how long is it going to take you in dividends to get your $11 back?
Yeah.
It's just a math equation, people. This is how we think, and want to find ways to do that. So just something we're looking at. I don't no guarantee on this or anything like that. I haven't done a lot of DD on it yet, but
yeah, I was busy all day today, but I have time to look some more into this one tomorrow, and I will, and I'll give you guys some more feedback in Discord after I do. Anya says, "Why do you think Costco is coming down?" Are you interpreting my comments as that's what I think, Anya? I wasn't trying to imply that Costco is going to come down. I just said at some point these brick and mortar stores reach a point where there's no more places to build stores. I don't know the answer to is Costco close to that or not.
Excuse me for a minute, Tony.
Yep. Yolo Ono says Way is his pick. Well, that is a great pick, Dan. Dan and Anya, thank you for bringing that up to the group. What else y'all got? User one, I got a comment here. Let me see. He says, what do you think about AMC raising price of the membership by $2 a month? I think I tweeted on that that's about a 20. Mine went from $20 to 24. So what, 20% revenue boost on contribution from A-list members is good. It's a benefit that a lot of people aren't going to use because it's hard to see 16 movies in a month. But as a customer, if you're an A-list member, you get a 25% increase in your viewing opportunities. There have been weeks where I wanted to see 4 movies in a week and I couldn't because my 3 slots had already been taken. So I will use it on occasion, but I doubt that I'll be seeing 16 movies a month. But some people will. And for the rest that don't, that's just more revenue for AMC for a perceived benefit, a potential benefit to the customer. They might lose some customers over the price increase, but you got to weigh the options. Whenever you're a business owner, and you're going to do a price increase, you got to weigh, they do some modeling. What is the extra revenue we're going to bring in versus the customers we're going to lose? And they must have done the maths and said, we're going to be okay, even if we lose a few customers. Doesn't always work out that way. Hello, Disney. But the other thing is if they do get A-listers in more often, that's also more chances to sell concessions, which is really where the margin's at. So I think it's a good thing as long as there is not overwhelming pushback from the A-list members. And we'll see. Well, we won't know that for a couple quarters. Kitty Cowboy, he's just getting into learning the wheel. We helped him figure out how to get his options account set up. He asked a lot of good questions. We just answer the questions, helping you guys as we can. And he sold his second Nokia covered call today. Good job. I like to see all of you guys progressing in baby steps. My general recommendation is paper trade for a while. Paper trade for a while till you know what you're doing, or make sure you have a good team around you that can answer questions so you don't screw up right out of the gate. But he's taken his baby steps with his Nokia covered calls, and I like that. I can tell you from, personal experience, speculating on just buying calls or buying puts, the chances of coming out profitable, very iffy, right? It depends on how good a trader you are and how big of a swing for the fences you're making and what kind of profit you're willing to close out the trade at. I'm always too greedy. I wait, I'm looking for a big return if I speculate on buying a call. But pretty much every time when we're selling calls or puts, that's guaranteed money, guaranteed return. You just got to watch out if you're selling puts, for example, that you're willing to buy the stock. If it takes a nosedive, you're committed. So make sure you know what you're doing before you dabble in the world of options. There is a reason that your broker asks you all those questions. Do you know what you're doing? Are you good with the risk? And if you're good with it, then own it. Own your choices. J-Dog, what's up? He says BITO ETF is also doing a monthly dividend. Let's check that one out real quick. Not familiar with that one either. Learned so much from you guys. Oh, a Bitcoin ETF. Look at that. All right. I got two I need to write down here to remember to check into tomorrow.
Daddy,
Yes, babe.
whenever you eat a blueberry in the morning, you've only been using one of those small plates?
That is correct.
3?
One.
How do you expect that to be?
All right, guys. Any other questions before we wrap this up? Augustine says, I bought Fix in 2020 when I started work. Should I sell? Well, I can't tell you when to buy or sell, but I can tell you what I think of the stock here. Hang on one sec. $20.20. Wow. Look at that beautiful chart. Back in 2012, $9. Back in 2020, $37. Now a high of $5.53 with a current price of $4.34. All right, let's look at a couple things that I would look at. Go to this free website, stockanalysis.com. You can look here on the forecast tab. This will tell you how many analysts are covering it and what their price target is for the next 12 months. We got 3 analysts covering the stock. We always hope that they are competent analysts and that their price targets are reasonable. But the average price target that they're expecting over the next 12 months, $500, with a range from $350 to $577. Then I scroll down and I look at how recent are these price targets. So we have Brian, Joshua, and Brent. Brent, he fell off the map. We hadn't heard from him in a year. So we're going to scratch his price target. We're going to look at Brian and Joshua, who updated in the last 90 days, 577, 575. That's what we're going to say is probably a reasonable price target. See, Brent is bringing down this average. That's why I go look. Brent, with his way outdated price target, is bringing down the average. So make sure when you're looking at this that you scroll down and see if these are updated forecasts. And then go ping Brent and say, Brent, we need an update, buddy. Do you still have your job, Brent? You don't like Fix no more? Did you move on? Other things rated as a strong buy. Their revenue forecast going to increase from $7 billion last year to $8.2 billion in 2026. And earnings are expected to go from 1436 to 1920. I would bet if you take this PE ratio of 1726, and I mean earnings 1726, and multiply it by the PE ratio 25.19, what does that give us? 447. So the PE ratio derived price target is 447. They are rating it higher, even higher than that, based on, I guess, bullish expectations of future growth beyond next year. Or maybe it's based off of 2026 numbers. Let's see. No, you know what? Let's do. Let's see what their trailing PE ratio is. 33. 33 times 17, 561. That gets us in the ballpark. If we use their trailing 12-month PE ratio and their next 12 months earnings, that gets us that price target. So yeah, that seems reasonable. Financials, I'm just still thinking about your question. Should you sell? The company's still growing. Analysts are still expecting it to grow. Net income, beautiful. Margins, 20% gross, 10% operating, 7% profit margin, 10, 11% free cash flow. Looks good. Balance sheet, 415 million. Current assets versus current liabilities. They have a positive working capital. Company solvent, looking at total assets versus total liabilities. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It looks like it's poised to continue to grow. Without, the next thing I'd need to do is read through a 10K and maybe listen to the most recent management guidance on what their expectations are to see if management agrees with what the analysts are saying. But these analysts typically don't make stuff up. They're typically, coming up with their guidance based on what management's saying. Seems like a pretty solid play. What do y'all think? Tito says at current levels, would AMC be profitable if they had no debt? I think my gut reaction answer to that is no, but don't quote me on that. Let's just look real quick. Let's look on an annual. Now let's look at the most recent quarter because the interest expense just went up. $400 million on interest expense. We should probably use my spreadsheet. 400 million, 100 million per quarter. Net income was negative 20. Yeah, on that quarter, if they had no debt, they would have been profitable. Yep. Yeah, it looks like to me, with this very high interest expense, if that went away, yeah, they would be profitable on the most recent 2 quarters anyways. Not on these quarters where you're having losses like 160, 180. No, it would not make a difference. On a quarter where the box office is better, yes, they would be profitable. That's, we're looking at $400 million a year they're spending on interest this year is my expectation. It's a lot. All right. Omega ticker, OMGA. Are we looking at that one before we wrap up here? What the heck? What the heck, man? What we got here? Chapter 11. Never heard of it. Omega Therapeutics. Oh, another biotech. Yeah, I pretty much stay away from those. Although it did, it ran up from 9 to 19, but I mean, hey, they filed Chapter 11. Now you're just playing with fire. Don't become one of them Bed Bath & Beyond bros. YOLO, oh no, we were just talking about your favorite company, ticker WAY, W-A-Y. We like it. We're going to dig into it some more. All right. Mediocre seems to have disappeared, and my wife is home now from the grocery store, so I'm going to go spend some time with her. I wanted to get this live stream in today. I do have the one tentatively scheduled for Aspen on Thursday morning. I'm having a medical procedure, just normal preventative care type stuff, nothing major, done on Thursday, but I'm going to have to be fasting all day tomorrow and Thursday morning. So I don't know, how great I'm going to feel on Thursday morning. My medical procedure is on Thursday afternoon. Should be quick in and out. But if I'm not feeling well Thursday morning because I'm fasting and in a bad mood, I might cancel that. Otherwise, I'll see y'all on Thursday morning for live. I had my physical last week, got my blood test done. I have another follow-up with my doctor on Friday to go over those. It looked good to me, the blood test results, but got to talk with him on Friday. So I got some stuff going on, just getting all, take care of your health, guys. Go to your doctor, go to your dentist, get your physical done, get your blood test done, get on a healthy eating plan, take care of yourself. That's what I'm doing. I'm just taking care of myself. Nothing's wrong. Getting all my preventative and diagnostic stuff done early in the year, and then I don't got to worry about it for the rest of the year. Anya says, in and out. We know what it is. Ba-dum-bump. Yeah. Welcome to getting old, Anya. I'll still be around tomorrow in the Discord, of course. And if there's any breaking news, we'll come on live for that. And I'm always watching for some other stuff. Maybe, if we come up with something interesting on way to make a video on, or TSLA or BITO, maybe I'll talk about that. Got a lot of other video ideas I want to get out for you guys. I did put kind of a humorous video out for you yesterday, the strangest AMC exit. And if you haven't watched that one, I want you to go watch it. There are some ghost voices if you listen really carefully. So put it on the big screen and turn it up. Put your headphones on. Let me know if you can hear them. With that being said, I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Be good to each other. Be safe in your trades. Don't forget to take profits.
Let's go. Yeah. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move